Hey guys and welcome. Today we're playing Mountain Blade Warband. Let's start a new game. Welcome adventurer to Mountain Blade Warband. Before beginning the game you must create your character. Oh wow, I like creating characters. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. That does not however mean that you should not choose to play a female character or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all of the same goals and in fact may have a more interesting if more challenging early game. Okay. I'll be a dude though. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was a noble, traveling merchant, veteran warrior, a hunter, a steppe nomad, a thief. Okay, let's go with... Okay, thief sounds pretty fun. As the son of a thief, you had very little formal education. Instead, you were out on the street, begging until you learned how to cut purses. Cutting purses until you learned how to pick locks, all the way through your childhood. Still, these long years made you streetwise and sharp to the secrets of cities and shadowy backways. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a street urchin. As a boy growing out of childhood, you took to the streets, doing whatever you must to survive. Begging, thieving, and working for gangs to earn your bread, you lived from day to day in this violent world. Always one step ahead of the law and those who wished you ill. Then as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became... What did I become? Let's see, a game poacher. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man. And the whole world seemed to change around you. Dissatisfied with common man's desperate scrabble for coin, you took to your local lord's own forests and decided to help yourself to its bounty. Laws be damned. You hunted stags, boars and geese and sold the precious meat under the table. You cut down trees right under the watchmen's noses and turned them into firewood that warmed many freezing homes during winter. All for a few silvers, of course. But soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was lust for money and power. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you're now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. Okay, let's become an adventurer and ride to our destiny. Let's go realistic. Let's enter our name. Okay, since my character is a thief, his name will be PicketerPocketer. Okay, just as usual, because we're max players, let's max everything out. Face, width, ratio, depth, temple width, eyebrow shape. Let's see, eyelids, eye depth, shape, cheekbones, nose bridge, nose shape, size. Oh man, there's so many sliders. Okay, we're almost at the end. And PicketerPocketer is looking awesome. Okay, and we're done. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers. Cutthroats, that's us. All willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power or glory. In this land which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key to your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, you... Okay, we have to join the caravan or take a ship. So going to one of the kingdoms. I have no idea which one to pick, so we just picked the first one, the kingdom of Swadia. You came by caravan through the heartland of Calradia. Green shoots of wheat, barley and oats are beginning to push through the dark soil of the rolling hills and on the lower slopes of the snow-capped mountains. Herds of cattle and sheep are grazing on the spring grass. Occasionally, too, you catch sight of one of the great war horses that are the pride of the Swadian nobility. The land here is rich, but also troubled, as the occasional burnt-out farm bears witness. You keep a wide berth of the forests, where desperate men have taken refuge, and it is some relief when you crest a ridge and catch sight of the great port of Praven, its rooftops made golden by the last rays of the setting sun. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn in Praven and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. Alright, exploration. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck on end. The rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Right, fighting. Fight. Who wants to fight me? Who wants to fight PicketerPocketer? I don't see anyone. Oh wait, is that the guy? Oh wait, I'm using throwing knives. Right, got an axe and throwing knives. That's all I got. Oh, smash him. Overhead chop to the head. Right. Okay, we got him. Spiked mace and a Nordic shield. Okay, so we got some new weapons. Is that guy gonna try and hit me too? Oh, oops. Merchant of Praven, are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night. Although heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while checking the street, and then finally, convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. I do not trust you. Okay, let's get out. Axe out, just in case. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. Okay. I don't know what my brother was thinking, a lad from a prominent house, out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things have become. He had no such excuse. But he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either. And I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. Okay, so here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? You won't be able to do this by yourself though. If you try and take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted, I'll warrant. You first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 dinars, consider it an advance on your reward. Go round to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Okay, 5 men. Very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Praven after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we do next. Okay, so let's go recruit some men. Okay, let's try and recruit people from Asgard. Let's see if there's anyone here that wants to join us. Let's go recruit some volunteers. Wow, 7 of them want to follow us. Alright, let's get them all. Okay, that's definitely more than 5. There are 8 of us now. So let's go back to Praven and look for the merchant. Oh, there he is. Oh, no, not that. Splendid work. You have hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travelers entering Province have told us that there is a small group of robbers lurking on the outside of town. I suspect that they are all from the same band, the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them and make them disclose the location of their lair. Okay, why don't you come with us? Because I'm paying you to go take care of it. That's the short answer. The long answer is that I've got some leads to follow up here in town, and I have just as much chance of getting knocked on my head as you, if that's what you're asking. But I respect your question. Now what do you say? Okay, let's go hunt the bandits. Group of bandits near here. Okay, I think these may be the guys. Let's get them. What do you want? Okay, I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Alright, how about that? Ha, those prisoners are only going free if you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. Wow, such a manly response, PicketerPocketer. You have encountered a band of robbers. You have 8 troops fit for battle against their 4. Okay, let's charge them. Okay. Who's that? What's he doing? Why is he so far behind? Slacker. Okay. I don't know where the bad guys are, but I'm assuming... Ah, I see them. Right. Let's get our axe out. Okay. Boom. We got one. Wait, he didn't drop. Oh, he's throwing stuff at me. Okay, I think I'm not very good at this. I got one. I got one. Alright, I got them. But they're not dying. Okay, maybe I should not stand still there. Oh no, oh no. Okay, this guy's mine. I can do this. Oh wait, he just fell over and died. Wait, did we win? Alright, we won. Okay, I didn't do anything though. Spare me, spare my life. Let me go and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade. And you'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange, I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir, bless you. We've done the lad no harm. We've been keeping him in our hideout near Asgard. I'll describe the area nearby in detail so there's no mistaking it. Okay. Okay, we get to loot them. Alright, I see the kidnapper's hideout. Let's go to Asgard first and see if we can recruit some more people. Oh no, we can't. Alright, let's just head on to Kidnapper's hideout then. How do we go in? You approach the hideout. The looters don't appear to have spotted you yet, and you could still sneak away unnoticed. The difficult approach to the site down a narrow defile means that only a handful of troops in your party will be able to join the attack, and they will be unable to bring their horses. If your initial attack fails, the looters will easily be able to make their escape and disperse. Do you wish to attack the hideout or wait for another occasion? Okay, let's attack it. Oh man, I don't get to bring my horse. Okay, I see someone. I got him in the back. Oh no. Alright, got him. Okay. I can't get him. Come on guys, out of my way. Alright. Any more? Damn. He's throwing knives at us. Okay, let's get up. Let's try and shoot him. I think we got him. Any more? Oh, okay, one more. Come on. Stop attacking my... Oh, you killed my guy. You horrible person. Alright. Oh, what happened? What happened? With their retreat cut off, the looters fall one by one to your determined attack. Their hideout and their ill-gotten gains is now yours. Anyone to recruit? No? Okay, let's head back. Here we go. Well, my brother is home safe. I'm not sure what to do with him. Maybe pack him off to a university outside Calradia. That way, if he gets knocked on the head in a street brawl, no one can say it's my fault. But that's not your problem. Here's the rest of your reward. It was well earned. Alright, the money's most welcome, and I'm glad to have been of service. Good, now are you interested in making some more? Possibly. What do you need? Remember how I told you that the bandits had an ally inside the walls? Alright, I think I know who it is. The captain of the watch, no less. Oh, that's horrible. Some months ago, this captain, seeing the amount of profit we merchants were making from trade across the frontiers, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many who are new to commerce, he failed to realize that great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all his money into the most expensive commodities, and of course his caravan was captured and looted. And he lost everything. Aw, silly man. As a consequence, it seems, our captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same if the heavens forbid I ever face indebtedness and ruination. Now, any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll to inform on the rest. But our captain decides to employ these bastards wholesale. He brings them into the town, lets them do as they will, and takes a share of their take. You've heard of poachers turning gamekeepers? Well, in the unfortunate land of Calradia, sometimes gamekeepers will turn poacher. Luckily, there are still a few brave, honest souls in the watch who've told me how he works. Okay, now here's my plan. Alright, I could bring this to the attention of King Halos, king of the city, but that would mean an inquiry. My word against the captains, and witnesses can be bought and evidence destroyed. Or maybe the whole thing will be forgotten if the enemy comes across the border again. And all I'll get for my trouble is a knife in the ribs. In time of war, you see, a king's eye wanders far from his domain, and his subjects suffer. So I've got another idea. I've got a small group of townsfolk together, some men in my employ and some others who've lost relative to these bandits, and we'll storm the captain's home and bring him in chains before King Halos, hopefully with a few captured bandits to explain how things stack up. All I need now is someone to lead my little army into battle, and I can't think of anyone better than you, so what do you say? How do I know that you're telling me the truth? Oh well, I suppose it's possible that I found a dozen bandits who are willing to give their lives to give a passing stranger a false impression of life in Old Praven. Oh man, yeah, he's probably right. Well, I guess you can't really know if my word is good, but I reckon you've learned by now that my money is good. And there's another 100 dinars, or maybe a bit more. Oh, right. That's waiting for you if you'll do me this last little favor, so what do you say? Alright, I'll lead your men. Splendid. It's been a long time since I staked so much on a single throw of the dice, and frankly, I find it exhilarating. My men are ready to move on your word. Are you ready? Yes, give them the sign. Good, now strike hard, strike fast, and the captain and his henchmen won't know what hit them. May the heavens be with you. Okay, you leave the tavern and go out to the streets. Nervous-looking young men are waiting in every street corner. You can see they have daggers and clubs concealed under their clothes, and catch a mixture of fear, anticipation, and pride in the quick looks they throw at you as you pass by. Praying that your enemies have not been alarmed by this all too obvious bunch of plotters, you check your weapons for one last time, and prepare yourself for the action ahead. Okay, it's time lads, up and at them. Okay, where's the bad guy though? Wait, how do I get my... There we go. Alright, good job. I got one. Alright, got another one. I can't get to him. Chop, chop. Okay. We're doing well so far. Okay, where to next? The remaining few bandits scatter off to the town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by the angry townsfolk. Making sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of, you and the merchant head to his house to review the day's events. Okay. Oh wait, I can kick. I didn't know that. Alright. Ha, well done. I saw at least 3 of the enemy go down before you. Yes, I did pretty well. Keep fighting like that and you'll make quite a name for yourself in this land. Unfortunately, about 8 of my lads got themselves wounded. I should go look on them. What? Let every villain learn to fear the name PicketerPocketer. Yes. Yes. Now a couple of my boys have the watch captain pinned down in a back room with a knife at his throat. I'll need to go drag him before King Harlows and explain what this breach of the peace is all about. You don't need to be part of that though. I'll tell you what, if all goes well, I'll meet you in the tavern again shortly and let you know how it all came out. If you don't see me in the tavern, but instead see my head on a spike over the city gate, I'll assume you know enough to stay out of town for a while and forget this whole episode ever happened. So, hopefully we meet again. Okay. So, let's go to the tavern. Alright, he's there. He's safe. Ah, PicketerPocketer. Things didn't go quite as well as I had hoped. King Harlows couldn't quite find it in him to overlook my little breach of the peace. Oh, he's grateful enough that I got rid of his crooked captain, a god who let in bandits, will let in an enemy army if the price is right, but he can't exactly have me running around here as a last reminder of his failure to take care of things himself. Aww. That hardly seems fair. Fair? This is Calradia, my boy. Kings do what they will and the rest of us do as they must. He didn't string me up and instead gave me time to sell my properties. Even put in a word with the other merchants that they best pay me a fair price too. That's gracious enough as kings go. But he's a weak king, as they all are here, and weak kings must always look to their authority first, and justice second. I suppose I'd do the same in his shoes. Anyway, I wouldn't go rubbing your part in this affair in King Harlow's face. But he's taken note of you and decided that you're not worth hanging. And that's something to which I'll raise a glass any day of the week. He might even have worked for you further down the road. Okay. Or you can sell your sword to one of his competitors. Anyway, I hope you've learned a bit about what it will take to stay alive in this troubled land. And I suspect that the money you've earned won't go to waste. Good luck. So, we finished our first big quest in Calradia, and I am having quite a lot of fun. I'm sure PicketerPocketer will be back to do more quests very soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.